Hey, welcome back tuning into today's video. I'm going to do the weekend forecast today, have a detailed look at weather for the next 7 days. It's going to be staying very warm, exceptionally mild really for the time of year, but also very unsettled with low pressure, bringing bouts of heavy rain in off the Atlantic on several occasions through the coming week. Before I go on with that, just want to talk about the websites using for the weekend forecast. First of all, we've got the charts coming from weathercentral.de and weatheroutlook.com. We've also got the radar picture here coming from UK Met Office, and a link to all three of those websites can be found on my links page. In terms of the advertising, there's a video ad sitting just above this video at GavsWeatherVids.com. If you press play on the video ad, you support GavsWeatherVids.com. Every time you press play, GavsWeatherVids gets a part of the revenue from you pressing play. So thanks very much for doing that. You don't necessarily have to sit through, watch the whole of the ad, just press play on the ad and you will be supporting the website. And I say thanks very much for doing that. So this is the rather messy looking radar picture we've got going on just at the moment. Showery bits and pieces of rain more or less across the whole of the country. Lots of dry slots as well, but certainly some showers around. And we've got this area of heavier, more persistent rain across the far south and just clipping into the far southeast. That's going to clip through southeast England and parts of East Anglia through the course of this afternoon, I think. And these showers will probably get heavier and more widespread, if anything, through the course of the afternoon. This is today's synoptic pressure chart from the GFS model. Low pressure out in the Atlantic is driving factor of the weather today, as it will be throughout the coming week, bringing up this very warm southwesterly flow. So it's not cold, it's very mild, exceptionally mild really for the time of year. It feels very humid, quite unusual for so late in October to have such a high sort of humidity and kind of muggy feel. But that's what we've got today. Rather a lot of clouds, some showery bits and pieces of rain. Some could punch through, I think, during the course of this afternoon. We might find some of that cloud thinning, allowing the sunshine to punch through. But I think generally the showers will probably get heavier and more widespread, more particularly in the west, but not exclusively so. Even in the east there could be some heavy showers this afternoon. Then of course got that more persistent area of rain just clipping through East Anglia and southeastern England. That'll move off into the North Sea. It could give a bit of a soaking down in the southeast, but it's very warm today with temperatures up to at least 15, 16 or 17 degrees in many places. If you get some decent sunny spells coming through, temperatures could get up to 19 degrees. That's 66 Fahrenheit. Exceptionally mild really for the time of year. Now, overnight low pressure is still in control, and we're bringing up still this warm tropical southwesterly flow. The origins of the air from this are coming from the Azores, so it's very warm air bathing the country. I think you'll have a lot of cloud overnight. Some heavy showers continue around Wales and southwest England in particular, and parts of Ireland with this area of low pressure. They could merge into longer spells of rain down in the southwest. Elsewhere, we've got this showery bits and pieces of rain around in the west, with central east areas mainly dry. It's going to be a really warm night tonight with temperatures going over around 8 to 15, and that's more like the sort of maximums you'd expect at this time of the year. Now, as we go into Sunday, low pressure is still dominating, and the next area of low pressure is actually forming out in the Atlantic. I think Sunday we'll see more showers in the west with this little trough. So Ireland, southwest of Scotland, northwest England, Wales, the southwest of England as well, having showers or longer spells of rain. For central eastern areas, probably not as many showers as today, and maybe the chance of a little bit more sunshine coming through. Winds are from the southwest again, so it's going to be a very mild, if not a warm day, with temperatures up to 15, 16 degrees for many places, and again outside chance getting up to 19 degrees if you get some decent sunshine. Now, as we go into Monday, the next area of low pressure is forming in the Atlantic. We've got more weather systems pushing north and east across the country. So I think Ireland, England and Wales will have a band of quite heavy rain moving up from the southwest through the morning, whereas Scotland, apart from one or two showers, probably stays mainly dry through day and night hours, but eventually that rain will push up through northern England into Scotland by the evening, and it'll brighten up down in the south with some heavy showers returning to southern and southwestern parts of England. Winds still coming from a south to southwesterly point, still dragging up very warm air from the tropical Atlantic, so again temperatures are going to be way above average at around 17 degrees quite easily. Moving through into Tuesday, very little change. That first set of weather fronts and low pressures will be pushing into Scotland. Another set of fronts will be coming in from the west through the course of the day. So I think we probably start off mainly dry across England and Wales and Ireland, but we'll have the rain from Monday still over Scotland. Then another area of wet weather will push in across Ireland, Wales, southwest England. That'll spread eastwards through the course of the day. Winds again are southerly to southwesterly, so another very warm day, or certainly very mild day, warm for the time of year, with temperatures at least up to 15 or 16 degrees. Some places, no doubt, will get up to 17 or possibly 18 degrees. Now, that low pressure is sitting over Scotland as we move through into Wednesday. Very brief, it's a sort of transient ridges coming through on Wednesday, so I think Wednesday could be the best day of the week in terms of dry weather. Still some showers almost anywhere though, more particular I think with this trough over Scotland and down into Northern Ireland. Some of them could be quite heavy, but for England and Wales I think basically we might just get away with a dry day. Quite a breezy day with a westerly wind and a little bit cooler, but still warm, still very mild, just a little bit cooler at around say 9 to 15 degrees, 15 being 59 in Fahrenheit. But the next area of low pressure is beginning to develop as we move through into Thursday, down to the southwest of the country. Again, the winds are going southerly to southwesterly, so it will be very mild, and we're going to have more heavy rain coming in across Ireland, England and Wales through the course of the day. Although quite low confidence about what's happening at the end of the week, actually, because we've got this little bit of a ridge forming across Iceland, and this low pressure is showing signs of becoming cut off actually to the south. So we've got to sort of try and pin down the latter stages of the week. On the basis of this morning's evidence, we're going to get heavy rain pushing up from the south through Thursday, but I'm not terribly confident about developments for Thursday and beyond. Nevertheless, it's going to be very mild again with temperatures up to at least 15 or 16 degrees, although somewhat colder air beginning to come into the far north of Scotland, so perhaps just 7 or 8 degrees there. And then the GFS has this low pressure right over top of the country for Friday, so Friday looking a very wet day. There could be heavy rain across many parts of the country, and we begin to pull down colder north to northeasterly winds across Scotland, so temperatures will be dropping quite significantly across Scotland and down into Northern Ireland. We'll be down into single figures quite widely with that cold northeasterly wind. Temperatures there just 6, 7 or 8 degrees, whereas for England and Wales under this area of low pressure, despite the fact it's probably very wet, it's still going to be really mild with temperatures up to 15 or 16 degrees. And then as we move through into next weekend, very, very low confidence on this, but the idea is that the low pressure will eventually sink away to the south. We get this build of high pressure to the north, and that could start to bring in much cooler air right across the country, so temperatures could drop significantly next weekend, with the chance of some overnight frost, particularly for northern parts of the country. And by day, even in the south, we may only be up to 12 or 13 degrees at best by next weekend. But there's a lot of uncertainty about that, and I may well update my blog, my flash page this evening when we get the evening model runs, because there's a lot of uncertainty about the end of the week and into next weekend, but potentially temperatures could start to slide away next weekend. Finally, have a look at the charts and weather outlook. This is the chart for today. A lot of cloud around, some showery rain, there's the rain in the southeast, but it's a very warm day for the time of year. Better chance of sunshine on Sunday, I think, particularly for the north and the east. Still showers in the west. Temperatures way, way above average. Heavy rain moving northwards across England, Wales and Ireland on Monday, but Scotland gets the best of it. Temperatures still well above average. More rain coming in from the west as we go into Tuesday. Temperatures still on the warm side. Wednesday could be a decent day. Some showers still there, particularly in the north, but I think more in way of dry weather on Wednesday. Temperatures very warm. There's the rain coming back into the south and the southwest on Thursday, mainly dry for the north and the northeast. Temperatures very warm again. It's a case of showers or longer spells of rain on Friday. Very warm in the south, but becoming colder in the north, and that cold air could start to edge down. That colder air could start to edge down across the whole of the country as we go into next weekend. As I say, I'll update my blog about this tonight if the evening model runs are still showing this development. But in summary, it's going to be a very mild week, except for Friday when it could start to turn cold if not, but a very mild, if not a warm week. Temperatures well above average, but very unsettled, with bouts of heavy rain coming in off the Atlantic on several occasions. So wet and warm sums it up. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.